recording? Woo! Y'all, what is up? This is different, okay? What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Alana. And if you are new, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl so you know when your girl is posting and all that. So today is like a different background. As you guys can see, it's a different setting, it's a different setup. Everything is different. You know why? Because your girl is about to come up on her 7-year anniversary, I believe. And if you don't know me, your girl is paralyzed due to a car accident, but we're about to get into all of those details right now as we speak. Anyways, y'all, if you don't know me, my name is Alana Wedderburn. I'm from New York, Westchester, New York to be exact. I'm currently 30 years old and it feels good to be in my 30s, and I feel like it's just time for me to let y'all know the truth about my story and how I feel about it. In 2017, I got into a car accident in college. I was a junior in college, living my best life, okay?
New overnight, one person is killed, several others injured in a crash in Greene County. This happened on North Bickett Road at US 42. That's right by Wilberforce University. 2 News reporter Catherine Ross joins us live from the scene. Catherine?
Yeah, John, we're just outside of Wilberforce University here, and the Ohio State Patrol has confirmed that 4 female Wilberforce students were involved in this tragic crash. Now, it happened just around 2:30 this morning. OSB says 4 young women had just left campus heading west on North Bickett Road when they lost control and slammed into a tree. 1 student died, 2 others were taken by care flight, and another by ambulance to Miami Valley Hospital. Alcohol is not suspected as a factor. Investigators believe the driver likely took the curve too quickly.
Speed obviously appears to be a factor. There is a slight curve in the road. So yeah, we're having a reconstruction out in the morning to do a reconstruction on the scene and try to get a speed. But speed definitely a factor in this crash.
All the students were wearing seatbelts at the time of the crash. Now, the conditions of those 3 victims taken to the hospital have not yet been released. We'll be sure to update you both on air and online with any new information on WDTN.com. For now, reporting live, Catherine Ross, 2 News Today, working for you.
Don't ever think college is something wrong with going to college, because baby, go to college, do your big one, okay? But when I was in college, of course I had my friends, we were lit all the time, okay? So have a good time. Okay, but make sure you get that work done, okay? So let's get it done. But being in school has really molded me into the adult that I am, and your college friends will really help you and understand, yourself a lot more, which is really crazy to me, but it's the truth. Anyways, long story short, I got into a car accident in 2017, September 26th. It was 4 of us in the car. We were all friends. I'm not gonna make it seem like we weren't friends, because we were. We loved each other. When you're in college, you're poor, you don't got no money. So these are the people that you depend on, that you care about. Like, this is your circle and y'all tight. So it was 4 of us. We had a driver and the passenger, and then myself and another friend that was sitting next to me in the back seat. Unfortunately, my friend Alexandria Austin, she passed away in the car accident. God rest your soul, baby girl. We are coming up on 7 years. We love you dearly. Oh, girl, we love you. Anyways, the night of the car accident is still kind of a blur to me. And it's crazy because my biggest fear was always getting into a car accident as a driver, for one. And I never thought that I would get into a car accident and actually forget that I got into a car accident. So the night of the car accident, I can clearly remember that my friend Shayla, which was the driver, not the driver, but the girl that was sitting next to me, which was another passenger, she wanted to go back to campus because she had class in the morning. She had an 8 a.m. class. At the time, she wasn't able to be on campus because she got kicked off of campus for other reasons. And it wasn't nothing negative. It was just like, regular things that you would get in trouble for on campus. Anyways, it was like 12:30 at night, and at that point it was my friend Xavier's birthday. So if you're seeing this on your birthday, Zay, happy birthday to you, sis. I love you so much. You are amazing, and I never want you to let this situation define what your birthday looks like, ever, sis, ever. Anyways, Shayla wanted to go back to campus, and she asked everyone, the whole entire friend group, mind you guys, it's like 10 of us, like we deep. As a friend group, it's 10 of us. And Shayla asked, I told her, I said, listen, sis, ask everybody else and make sure I'm the last person that you come to, because Alana's the laziest and I don't want to do this. So anyways, y'all, everybody said no, of course, and Alana, of course, always says yes. So that's what I did. I took my friend across the street to school. Well, that was the plan. As we were walking out the dorms, out of my dorm room, she has all her stuff. We run into the driver and we run into Alex. I won't disclose the driver's name because we do not speak, and it's a lot of confliction between that. So I'm just being, straightforward with you guys. I'm never gonna say her name. Some of you might know her name, but if you do, kudos to you. If you always wanna look up my situation, you definitely can to know all of that. Anyways, I seen Alex and I seen the driver, and they was like, girl, where you going? And regular, we was like, oh, I'm about to drop Shayla off across the street or whatever. And then they was like, all right, cool, we coming with you. So me, knowing that I just drank a little bit for my friend Zay's birthday. We just left her dorm room and we were turning up for her birthday on the 26th. So I, as the bigger person, as the person who knows that you should not get behind the wheel when you're driving at all, ever. You should not do that. That's not something that's number one thing that's taught when you become a driver. So I knew that I needed to pass my keys up to somebody who was at work all day, who was, that didn't have any encounter with alcohol. So I passed my keys off to my friend who was the driver. And she was like, I've been at work all day, so I'm good. Like, I could drive y'all. Cool, great, wonderful. So it's crazy because I really feel like my friend Alex, she kind of like saved my life in a way, because obviously when you're driving your own car, when somebody else is driving your car, you're going to automatically be the person that sits in the passenger seats with them in the front. That night, my sister Alex, she ran to the front of the car and she was just like, nah sis, I got it. I'ma sit in the front seat today. You could sit in the back. And I had no energy that day. I was exhausted. I had did so much. And we were all very active students on campus. So at the end of the day, I was super drained, especially after celebrating my friend's birthday. So I was like, go ahead, girl, sit in the front seat. And after we left campus, that's all I remember. I woke up in the hospital and my life was completely different. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what happened. I just don't know. So, but what I do remember up until the accident is, if you know my school, I went to Wilberforce University. There's a one-way street on that block. As we were supposed to make a left to go towards Central State University, which was the other school across the street from us, HBCU, of course. But instead of making a left, the driver made a right to go in town, which is like the gas station where we get all the convenience stuff, little corner stores or whatever. And, Shayla got upset because she's like, no, I have to go to campus. Like, I cannot not go in town right now. Like, it's getting late. I need to go get my life together. Like, I've been at y'all school for the past 2 weeks. I just need to go back to campus. So I don't know what happened in the midst of that, because when I got into the car accident, I'll get into that in a second, but I think the driver got mad at her. I'm not sure. I can't recall, but I really think something happened in the midst of that where she got upset and she just made a U-turn and she started speeding down the one way, y'all. I mean speeding. I mean doing almost 100 doing 100 miles per hour in a 30 miles per hour zone is crazy. It's crazy. And not to mention, y'all, we were in the cornfields. We were by the whole KKK tribe, Confederate flags everywhere. Like, it was crazy, y'all. That, most HBCUs are like in ghetto areas. If you know, you know. But like, it was just and the crazy thing is, it was a straight shot. The street was a straight shot, and it was a lot of ups and downs with the hills and everything. But if you know the straight shot, you can speed a little bit. But I don't know, for some reason that night, she was angry, I feel like, and she sped off, and that's when the car accident happened. I think she lost track of the wheel, and then when we lost track of the wheel, she hit the gas line of the school. Once she hit the gas line of the school, we ended up spinning out. I want to say we spun out. I don't even think we flipped. I think we spun out, and then obviously the driver, when they're driving, they're gonna protect their side. So when she spun out, we hit a tree. But it was like the passenger side from the driver's side was hit head-on collision. And then the back seat of it was like hit on the side. Like, it's really weird to explain, But it was just a crazy situation for real, y'all. Like, my friend who passed away, she died on the scene. Actually, while we were in the car, they say that she had a heart attack before the impact, which I'm kind of happy that she had a heart attack before the impact, because I know that impact would have been crazy. My friend was decapitated from her arms and her legs. Like, what kind of death is that? Like, I'm laughing because it's just like, that is not a way a God-fearing woman should go down at all, ever. And to be quite honest, y'all, I feel like my friend was nesting before she passed away. She was doing so many things to where it didn't make sense to us. Like, she would constantly leave letters on our doors. And it would be all of us, our whole entire group, friend group. Like, we all lived in, like, on one floor that year. Like, yeah, we basically all lived on one floor, on the first floor. She would leave letters. She would make sure she'd tell us that she loved us all the time. I realized that she was trying to spend more quality time with everybody. She would wake up at 4 in the morning doing her Bible work. And it was just, it wasn't weird, but it wasn't like her to do it so consistently up until the day she passed away. And, you know, waking up in the hospital, first of all, before I get into that part, when they found me, it was 2 guys, Larry and Kwaisi. When they found us, they said that I was the only person up and conscious. They said I would be screaming, "My name is Alana Wedderburn and I cannot breathe. Can you get me the F out of here? My name is Alana Wedderburn. I cannot breathe. Can you get me the F out of here?" Y'all, I do not know how your girl was conscious. But for everybody who talked about me being big, just know this big body is what got me here today. Okay, because no lie, we all should have been dead in that car. Like, you ever seen a piece of paper just crumpled up and thrown to the side, like you just throw it in the garbage can? That's what it was giving. That's what the car definitely gave. And that's scary. That's really, really scary to be a part of. And to know that they didn't even know the passenger that was sitting next to me, Shayla, they did not know she was folded up underneath the driver. Like, we were like literally crushed like balls in that car. So for 3 of us out of the 4 to survive is like God was on our side 1,000%. Like, he had us covered to the max. But I'm not gonna lie, let me get into like the hospital stuff, because that's when stuff really started getting a little funny. So waking up in the hospital and seeing that, you know, first of all, I opened my eyes. I didn't know what was going on. I had a tube down my throat. I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't speak. I couldn't get any of my words out. I would literally be talking to everybody with my eyes, using my eyes and my eyes only. And did I see my family at first? Yes, that was the first person I saw. The first person I saw was my mom, and she got on her knees. And that was the first time I've ever seen my mom cry like that. I'm trying to, like, you know, refrain from, you know, shedding some tears, because, you know, as young adults, when we see our parents cry, it just hit a little different, you know? Especially when I could have lost my life, or I was still in the process of possibly losing my life. But seeing my mom drop down on her knees, just begging God to like bring me back, and she'll serve him no matter what. And it really just touched my entire heart. Like, the only thing I remember my mom telling me is to have faith. Have faith. And I'm telling you, faith is what brought me to where I am today. Her biggest thing was having faith, and it was a lot on my family. So because I have a strong community behind me, a strong family, a strong tribe, like, your girl was set up perfectly. Like, waking up to seeing my family made me the happiest person alive, you know. But obviously when things like this happen and it occurs with other people, you know, drama arises. So the first bit of the drama, which was, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth, because who got time to keep holding this story in when everybody keeps telling the wrong story the wrong way? And it's people that just tries to include themselves into our story and don't know anything. Why do you even want to be a part of that? Girl, sis, boo, why you want to even be a part of this? This is disgusting. Like, I wouldn't even put myself in somebody's accident shoes. One of the parents, the driver parents actually, was just like, came into the hospital, big bad wolf. I need the parents of Alana Wedderburn and Shayla Sylvester to come here right now. And you know what her parents said? Y'all better lawyer up because it's about to get real nasty. Are you serious right now? Instead of saying that we're going to have each other's back or, you know, we're going to get through this together, it was an accident, you're going to tell my family that they need to lawyer up? No, how about you need to lawyer up because your child was the person behind the driver's seat? And I get it. I get why they went into defense mode, but it's like, you gotta have some type of compassion when it comes to situations like this. Not only did 3 of us survive, but you gotta remember, we just lost a friend, a very important friend in our friend group. And it was just like a lot of drama. And then on top of that, y'all, dealing with the lawyers, dealing with going back and forth with having conversations. And, you know, I don't know if you guys know, but the driver did serve time in prison. She served a maximum. She was supposed to serve a lot of time. She got lucky. Like, she really had a great lawyer. And it wasn't because of us, the other 2 girls that survived in the car, why you were in jail. She was in jail because the state of Ohio, we were in an area where they don't like us colored people. They don't like us, so they're gonna charge you to the fullest extent when they can, how they wanna do it and when they wanna do it. We had no choice. Even if we said we didn't wanna press no charges or it was an accident, it wasn't up to us. At that point, it was up to the state of Ohio whether they wanted to convict her or not. So what they did, they convicted her. And she ended up serving, I think 8 to 9 months in jail, and then she got out. And, you know, it was really tough. It was tough in the beginning because, you know, when I got into the car accident, I sustained the most injuries out of everyone. I sustained the most injuries, I had the most surgeries, I had the most everything. My surgery bill was almost $500,000, maybe a little more than $500,000. And I didn't know how I was gonna pay that. Thank God for private insurance. Thank you, $11.99, appreciate you. But I didn't know how I was gonna pay that off at all. And let me get into my injuries, which I probably should have told y'all that in the beginning. But when I got into the car accident, my neck broke. I don't even know how they put my neck back together. Both of my arms are, as you can see in the video, like my arms don't move at all. So this arm right here that has a little movement, it was severed from the elbow down. So literally hanging by the skin of the elbow and bones, arteries, blood, everything like you could think of. It was literally cut in half, nothing. My left arm, which doesn't move at all, I could just move the shoulder area, it was pulled from my spine. So it being pulled from my spine, the medical terminology is called brachial plexus. And I didn't know what it meant. And over time, I thought that my arm, at least this one, would come back to life because nothing happened. It was only pulled from the spinal cord. But it's funny because nerves only grow back half an inch a year. Half an inch. Like not a whole inch, but half. And we need our nerves to move around and to do the things that we want to do freely. Also, both of my femurs were broken as well, so I couldn't walk at all. I was off my feet for almost a year and a half, and then my left eye was caved in. So if you're ever like watching my videos, you'll probably see like, why her eye looks so small? Yeah, that's why. But overall, like the accident has changed my life forever, and I feel like no, just imagine living your life as an independent woman, learning to be an independent Black woman at that, and then you have to wake up to depending on somebody for everything. When I tell you my life has changed to a point where I have to depend on someone for everything. They have to shower me, they have to feed me, they have to do my hair, they have to do my makeup, they have to dress me, like anything. If I have the slightest itch, they have to itch it for me. I gotta have them brush my teeth. Baby, when I'm on my period, it gets real. It made me feel so disgusting in the beginning. It's just like, what is life? What purpose am I gonna serve? I don't have no purpose here. I literally felt like I had no purpose at one point in time. And it sucks because no human should ever feel like that. No person, no child, no adult, no one should ever feel like they have no purpose on earth because we are all here for a reason. And it just sucks because I had a plan. You know, we all have plans. Like, you know, whether we think we don't have a plan or not, we still have one. And you know when they say God created our path for us? And I think my path was created for a reason. I feel like God sat me down. Your girl was moving too much. I was moving. Like when I say I was out and about, like I was here, there, everywhere I wanted to be. Every pan me afinak. Every last one of them. Like, sorry y'all, I had to put out the patois on y'all real quick. But it's like, God really sat me down to help me understand that you are moving too fast for yourself. You need to understand that you need to be seated down for a second, for a while actually. And I feel like that's what he did. I feel like everything in life happens for a reason. I know people hate that saying, like, oh girl, it's so cliche. Yeah, it's cliche, but it's the truth. And I honestly feel like content creating found me. You know, I would literally be in the house with my caregiver, Monique, shout out to you, and Anna, shout out to you. And they would be like, let's dress up, let's take pictures, like, you know, let's make a video, let's do something, like, let's let the time pass by. So I feel like content creating found me, y'all. Like, it's crazy. I wasn't posting because I wanted to be seen or anything. I was just posting because it was fun. Like, you know, I was bored. I had nothing to do. I needed to find a reason to get up and do things, you know? I was laying on the bed for a really long time on my back. And it was getting frustrated, and I just needed to find a way to get up and be alive again, become Alana, do the things that I love to do the things that I know I can do. And what do I like to do? I like to dress up. I like to get cute. I like to be fine. Okay, fine babes. That's what we are over here. But it took a lot for me to get out of bed too. I was always in pain. The amount of pain that I sustained during this car accident is unbearable, unbelievable. It was just a lot, y'all. And to even learn how to walk again was just, it was painful. The way I even learned how to walk again was because of the pool. And I think that's why I love the pool so much, is because I literally was able to learn how to be free again. I felt like I was on my own. I was walking, y'all. They put the weights on my ankles. I felt like I was free, like, and they, you know what the best part is? They let my family come in the pool with me. So I think that was even more dope. But where I am today, as far as dealing with the accident and stuff, I try not to think of it anymore, because at the end of the day, it is my friend's birthday. And I don't want to take that away from her, because she feels like 3 of her friends got bodily injury and 1 of her friends passed away. And honestly, it's just like, I want to turn it into something positive and to start, instead of thinking about it as something negative all the time. Sometimes we got to turn our bad situations into something positive. We can't keep dwelling on the past. We can't cry over spilled milk, is what my mom would say. So I try my best to, you know, put my best foot forward and just continue to be me and build myself every day as an adult. Because at a point in time, I'm like, what am I gonna do? I can't work. Who gonna want me to work for them? Who's gonna want to see me? What can I do? I can't touch nothing. I can't physically do anything. And you know, as humans, we don't really realize how much we use our arms and our feet and our bodies. And you know, we don't realize how much times a day we scratch or we sneeze or we scratch. Like, it's crazy. And sometimes I tell my family, like, I want y'all to sit there for 20 minutes and see how it feels. Because it's not easy being in this situation. I really feel like I was sat down for a reason, to observe and to understand and to realize that you do still have a purpose in this world, girl. You just have to find it. And that's where content creating came in. I found my purpose. I'm able to speak out and talk about drunk driving. You know, I'm able to talk about the injuries that I sustained, how I'm able to come back from it, you know, because it wasn't easy to come back from. I was off social media for like the first 2-3 years when I got into my car accident. I didn't want to deal with nobody. I didn't want to see anybody. I was deleting people. I didn't want to have no friends. I didn't want to have no contact, because be for real. How would you feel if you were in my situation, laid out in a bed all day, can't do nothing, chilling, and you see all your friends graduating, you see them having kids, you see them getting married, you see them getting into their careers, you see them traveling, doing all the things that you want to do? Man, you're not gonna want to see that. And it's not, and I wouldn't say it's bitterness, it's just everybody has their own time frame with with what they have to deal with. And I felt like my time frame was to just deal with me getting better and for me to just build myself and get stronger. And that's what I did. And when I say I came back stronger than ever, I just know a lot of people were happy that I was in the situation that I'm in because it showed. And I'm just thankful for everyone that I had in my corner while this situation occurred. I really appreciate y'all so much. You know who you are. Mom, Donnie, Auntie Shernan, Auntie Bobs, Auntie Angela, my family. Like, that is really my tribe for real. KK, love you, girl. Like, my family is to die for. And they're the ones who really helped me get through this situation. You know, there were a lot of bad, I'm not gonna lie, there were a lot of bad times. I even got sued, y'all. Sued. Can you believe the person who's hurting, who got a $500 million surgery bill, got sued? Yeah, I was getting sued for $10 million by my friend's mom who passed away. And I thought that was insane because, not for nothing, she got insurance money. She was collecting money from people who were sending her money. She had GoFundMes. I'm sure the school and people who felt bad was giving her money. It was like, yo, and I know I had a good policy, baby, because I had a brand new car off the lot, okay? I thought I was doing big things as an adult. I got my own car, I got my own place. Like, I really felt like that girl. Like, I really was at my peak. Like, I felt like I was at my highest. And to be shot all the way back down, and then on top of that, to go through all these lawyer things with the driver having to go to prison and stuff, then to hearing that she's suing me and the driver. And y'all probably like, why is she suing you? She's suing me because it was my car. Like, isn't that crazy? I feel like $10 million was a stretch, honestly. My friend who passed away, her mom would always preach to us, like, it's an accident, you guys are friends, you know, you don't have to worry about it. But I felt like on the other end, she had other feelings that she was having, not only towards the school, but towards her friends. And what she didn't know is we made our own family. Like, in general, when you go to college, you're gonna make your own family. You're gonna have your own little tribe that you stick with. Like, y'all gonna be eating noodles together in y'all dorm room. Like, it's a thing. It's really a thing. And for the parents to come out and be the way they were, I expected better. I definitely did. And I honestly feel like the driver's parents didn't know how she was when it came to her. I feel like she had two different lives. I feel like she had a life at home, and then she had a wild life at college, which is perfectly fine because, you know, every kid, when they go to college, they're going to choose their battles and they're going to choose how they move. But I don't know. I just feel like the parents really didn't know us, and they assumed and jumped to conclusions, which really sucked. But for me, overall, as far as this whole entire car accident situation, like, I feel like I'm better now. I'm in a much better space. This year, I was able to come together and be with my friends for my birthday. I haven't seen them in forever. So I was super thankful for that. It was just great to be in a moment like that, you know? Especially after 7 years. I haven't seen my friend Micah in like 7 years, and that was just amazing to, you know, embrace and see. But overall, like, when it comes to drinking and driving, like, even when you take that once, like, okay, when it comes to drinking and driving, I don't suggest it at all. I don't promote it at all. Like, I just feel like, just don't do it. Even when you feel like you have that one sip in you and you feel like you good, that one good time could flip over into a bad time. Like, that happened to us. They're saying that the driver had alcohol in her system, but I didn't see how she had alcohol in her system if she was at work all day, unless she was drinking on the clock and we didn't know about it. So it just, some of the things are still blurry that happened within the accident. And I feel like a lot of he said, she said was spiraling around, and it was a lot. It was a lot to deal with. And I feel like dealing with my injury wasn't as bad as it was with dealing with the drama that came around it. I feel like it split up a lot of friendships. It made things go left when it didn't have to go that way. Parents should have done better with, you know, communicating with each other. Shoot, there was a time where my family couldn't get into the Ronald McDonald Fund. Okay, so Ronald McDonald's has like a home where people get into a car accident and their family has to rush here and your family could stay there. They said that I couldn't stay because I had a record, but truth be told, everybody in that car had a record except Alex. So it was just weird how the driver's family was able to stay there, but mine wasn't. But, you know, when you have pull, you just got pull, and that's just that. It was just a lot of drama, y'all. Overall, I have no ill will towards the driver at all. I'm not gonna lie, I do have my moments where I get upset and I'm just like, damn, like if I did not get in that car or I just let you drive my car without me in it, I would not be in the situation that I'm in today, you know? But sometimes, like I said earlier, you can't cry over spilled milk. You just have to take it for what it is and turn it into something positive like I did. And you know, I'm actually really thankful that I'm in this situation in a way, because I have met so many amazing people, came across so many people. Like, I've built a stronger bond with friends, especially my family. Shit, I made a lover. Like, it's crazy. Honestly, when it comes to drinking and driving, y'all, like, think about it. Think about it before you actually get on the road. Like, really think about what you're about to do. Call an Uber, call a friend. You know, I'd rather you guys do that than actually get behind the wheel, because that one time could be your last time. And I'm not saying it for it to sound all sad and shit, but it's the truth. Like, and my mama always say too, the truth hurts, but you gotta just do what you gotta do, you feel me? But overall, I'm just thankful to be here. My life is great, my life is better. My finances are a lot better. I'm gonna eventually go back to school when I have the energy to do it, because I was in my junior year, so I only got about 4 semesters left. So I'm gonna do it, you know, but I'm gonna do it on my time. I'm gonna take my time, and that's what anything that you do, as long as you put your mind to it, still take your time, get it done, do what you have to do to make it work for you. But anyways, y'all, that's really everything that happened with me and my accident. That is the tea. Again, I have no ill will, malice towards anybody. Like, I love everybody that was in that car. I love my whole Wilberforce family. I love the families of the people that were in the car. Like, we had great times, we had rough times, we had sad times, but overall, like, I'm just thankful for where my life is today. I'm thankful for the adult that I've been turning into. Everything is just great over here. So with that being said, I hope y'all like this video, and see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.
Hey y'all, so obviously if you make it this far, you're at the end of the video, and it's crazy because I didn't get the opportunity to come see my friend when she when she passed away. I didn't know anything. I didn't get to experience when she died. I didn't even know my friend passed away till 2 months after. It happened September 26th, and we drove all the way to PA to come see her gravesite, and I'm just a little nervous right now. I just see the headstone, like, you know, I'm just looking at it. And it's just, you know, it's, ooh. Just miss my friend. Ooh. I'm sorry, Alex. Ooh. It's so hard, y'all. It's 7 years and it just feels the same. Nothing has changed. I still love her the same exact way. I didn't even get out the car yet. I bought her flowers. You know, I'm extra. I bought my boo flowers, and the flowers that I bought were tulips, because when we, I don't want to say crossed over, but when we became a part of this organization on our campus called Black Women United, they named each group, and our group were tulips, because, you know, a lot of us were open, and then some of us were closed in, and a lot of us, you know, so it represented our group, and it was 17 of us. Now, my intentions was to get 17 tulips, but I got what I could afford. But I'm here, and I'm like, I don't know how to feel. Like, chills came right all over my body. Like, I think Zay's calling me. And Zay's right in front of me. I wonder if she got her tears out yet, because my tears are rolling in like crazy. She's looking at me. I'm gonna get out. All right, you guys, so I'm nervous. So let's just go see Moody. Let's go. Put them on there? Yeah. Put them down. Turn them around, babe. Like this? Right here? Yeah. Bye, sissy. I love you. I love you. Hey, y'all. So we have just finished, you know, wrapping up everything with my sister, my beautiful sister. Yo, we had some cries. Obviously, I cried in the beginning. We had some cries in the end. We laughed a little. We talked shit. You know, we was telling her the tea or whatever. It was just nice to make it all the way out here to Philly to be able to come see my friend. And I appreciate y'all for sticking around, hearing my story, and just, you know, tuning into my life to see what goes on, because this is something I have been wanting to do for a really long time, and I just never got the chance to actually do it. But here we are. We're finally here, and I'm happy that we got that done and out the way. I think we should try to come here. Well, I think I want to try to come here with Shayla as well, and Micah whenever she, you know, is open to. But yeah, that's really what the vibe is right now. I'm just really thankful, and like I said before, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl, so you know when your girl is posting and all that. And I will see you guys in the next vlog. I love you guys so much. Bye.